What's going on, guys? Welcome to Shut Up, Arthur. To your face. Welcome to the Gamers for Life podcast, where we talk that gaming shit when I know how to press the record button on Zoom. I am one of your hosts, Jarrell. With me is Arthur. Got the winter thing going on. What's going on, man?
The man who's not saying things being told to shut up, whatever. I'm doing good. Thanksgiving is around the corner. And its weekend has been going well. Apparently we've learned with Thanksgiving in the corner what Kendrick Lamar's favorite condiment is, so that's good to know. But yeah, looking forward to the holiday and some good food.
Yes. And then we got Chich in the building. What's going on, bro?
Everything's good right now, man. Just living life, enjoying the PlayStation Pro that I have going on right now. So I've been testing a lot of games, having fun with that. Spent a lot of money on new games because this Black Friday's, sale. So I picked up a few gems. So Arthur's going to be happy. I finally got Hogwarts Legacy. So I finally picked that up. Haven't started it yet, but it's there. I got Mortal Kombat 1. They were selling it for like $15. I'm like, yo, I got to pick up that game. And then what other one? I think I got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as the last one I picked up as well. And then I've been walking through Dragon Age recently too, as well. So I've been testing that game out a little bit. That game is a little bit strange, but it's been okay so far. I think the best thing in that game so far is the combat. But yeah, just been chilling. Yeah.
Very nice.
Side note, Jarrell, that's a question for you. I know there's one game you picked up. Any games you picked up on the Black Friday sales so far?
I picked up Game Pass for $12. One month.
And he's back.
Yeah,
sponsorship came through.
Little bit. Yeah, Stalker 2, Hard Chernobyl. I was like, you know what? It's hard to deny not playing it with the Game Pass at least for a month. So I downloaded and played that. I've been playing that. It's been pretty fun. It's been nostalgic. There are some technical bugs though that they still need to iron out. I know they released a patch not too long ago, so I'm hoping they resolve that. Because the game's really fun. It's really fun. Brings me back to those old school Stalker days. It's kind of hard too. I'm like, shit. Even on rookie mode, I was like, first I had it in the regular mode. And I was getting disowned, and then I adjusted it to rookie, and now it's like tolerable. I'm like, shit. So, but it's a good game. It's a good game. I was gonna say, Church, you got the most powerful PlayStation console, and you're buying old school games. It sounds like a PC gamer mentality.
What old school game? I think I bought every game that came out this year, right?
Well, I was just saying anything for $50. It was like some for $15. It was more coming. That came a couple years ago, so I'll give you a break. But I was just teasing.
Which one?
You see, you bought what, Mortal Kombat 1 for $15?
Yeah, that's the new one that came out this year.
Okay, yeah. I was like cheap. I was like cheap games for powerful consoles. That's very PC-ish of you.
I know. One day, yeah. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1's been cool. That game looks pretty. It's one of those games that like I just like what NetherRealms does, all the time. And just it looks good. It's fun to play. I'll probably go through the story one of these weekends. What's actually been catching my attention lately is what's this game called? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 14. I've been back on 14 as well. I've been all over the place, guys. My gaming experience has been everywhere. I've been on Overwatch looking for Arthur, but he's not there. I've been like,
there's receipts in the group chat. I downloaded the game a week ago. Be like, you hop on, and like a week later, Church like, you hop on. I'm like, that was like a week ago. I'm busy right now. A week ago, I was free.
You're on Sea of Thieves not too long ago. I saw the stream a little bit. Arthur.
Yeah.
I have downloaded Overwatch. Flip of a coin, Church. If I'm down to play later tonight, I was gonna say a quick question for any Black Friday sales because the game. I've bought one game. I may buy another one. Real quick for pivot. I bought Bolt Gun, which is that Warhammer 40K game. That's kind of like the OG Doom. That's kind of like that OG Doom game. So feeling cute. Might purge Heretics later. You know how it goes.
I do.
I may rebuy another game because Drell, like you're saying, like a Vermin, like this, like the Steam sales. There's a game I like right now, Vermintide 2. That's like crazy fucking on sale. It's like $5. I'm just like, but I bought it on the Xbox. But like I said, I rarely turn that thing on. Or honestly, just right now my Xbox is like a Cyberpunk machine, so I can finally beat it. But then yeah, so I've almost bought that. But yeah, so church flip of a coin. Later tonight, Overwatch maybe. I'm down. Yeah, we'll see. It's like I said, bulk. Like I said, flip a coin. The game I just bought, Bulk Gun, or Overwatch with some Mercy. I don't know. Depends where I lie.
Yeah, man. It was just cool. Overwatch is going through a renaissance, man. I've been telling you guys for like close to a year now, so I think in another 6 months it's gonna get into that sweet spot. Well, it might be pretty good. But if we don't get on Overwatch, maybe I don't know if it's next weekend or the weekend after that, we gotta hop on for Marvel Rivals. I think that comes out like in a week and a half or something like that. If you guys down to do that,
That's around the corner.
Oh.
Is that on game? Is that gonna be on Game Pass? Or?
It's free.
it's free.
It's free to download. Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well.
Oh shit! Not to say how busy we're gonna get. December 6th, another free game, Path of Exile 2. Yeah,
that
this
I'll
holiday
be
season's about to
downloading.
get
I forgot
good.
I forgot that was a free. That was free. Yeah, I'll download
Yeah.
that shit too. That's gotta find some hard drive space.
Shoot, man. I mean, memory's cheap now, but yeah, I think we got Indiana Jones, Marvel Rivals, Path of Exile 2. Arthur, are you really going to do Path of Exile 2? Like, that's a hardcore game, bro.
It's free. Like it's free.
It's
And like I
free.
said, I'm an OG Diablo fan. Like top down dungeon based games, Torchlight 1, Torchlight 2. Like I said, Diablo 2, 3, and 4, I've loved. I just love that series. It's Path of Exile 2, if you haven't seen the skill tree, it's like the most, at a glance, it's like the most complex looking skill tree you've seen. But it's
Yes.
one of those games where you get out what you put in. So if you just want to put into it like simple shit, that's fine. You'll get, simple stats. But if you want to like deep dive and combo, then Path of Exile 2 reward you for that. You don't have to. But yeah, it's free. December 6th, I'm dropping fucking day one. If you guys want to join me, I'll be a witch. I'll be a summoning witch. So hopefully see you guys there.
I mean, shit, why not? I mean, it's free, I'm just playing games anyway, so why not?
Speaking of that, church, I'll see you fucking, if it's free, I'll see you day one for Rivals. Now Rivals has like a $30 or $50 like 4-day edition. I'll see you actually day one for free.
You gotta support the games, Arthur. I'm just joking.
That's Marvel. I don't gotta
Support my
fucking
dick.
shit. Thank you, Drill. I don't gotta support. They can support my
Man,
dick.
man. Well, I mean, they're doing everything that you love, right? Everything that Overwatch isn't doing, that company is giving you the money. Like, they're giving you what you want. So if you want to see it, you gotta put money behind it. You know what I'm saying? Hope
I
with your
literally
wallet.
don't. To play the game, I literally don't have to put
Freedom of
anything.
choice.
Oh, no.
All right, go back to Helldivers.
A year later, like, what happened to Marvel Rivals? It was such a good game.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, that's fun while it lasted. On to the next shit. Game ready DD, man.
Oh yeah, that was. I think I know what you were alluding to, Arthur. No, yeah, I did. I did buy a couple games that were on, I guess, Black Friday sale. I see what you were doing there. The Suicide Squad, that huge digital edition or whatever.
Shunned from the Game of the Year awards.
$5.
Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League.
He got the game of the year. He finally came.
$5 on the Epic Store, and then also there was like a comeback edition or celebration edition for Battlefront 2. It was like also like $5. So it was like $200 worth of games for like $10. It was pretty funny. So
Oh yeah, I
that is
really
downloaded.
don't think that's what it was called, but hey, sales are good. I
Oh,
just don't think it was called the comeback
It
edition.
was called something. It was called like, it wasn't like a regular title. It was like the celebration edition or some shit. And I was
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, celebration edition, I get, but it's like, it's like it's like then you
oh
go
yeah,
pause edition.
celebration edition. Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, oh, Star Wars Cunnilingus edition. I don't think it was called that. Though.
I think the last game I got was Baldur's Gate 3. I finally picked that one up too, as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody got their bonus, man. God damn.
Bro, it was just a sale. Like I've been I've been all over the place. I don't know what to do, so I've just been picking it up, man.
Hey,
So,
it's been proven. Hey, Church says he likes to play the best of the best, and so far the man's just dropped that he casually bought the best-selling game of 2023 and bought the game that set the industry norm, that won the game of the year last year. So hey, Church, you got some good buys there.
I mean, I'm picking up some good ones, man. I'm happy for that. I don't know. I think I had that itch for after seeing the Avowed trailers, so previews dropped this week. I was like, hey, that's actually looking pretty good. As like, it threw me off because I was like, oh, is Xbox actually doing something exciting? Like I've never seen such positive press when this, previews came out. So, yeah, I just had an itch for some type of RPG. So,
Hey, any itch as in crabs is great, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I still gotta check that out because I remember I was very excited about that, and then for like the previous previews that they released, and then the last one they released before the new ones that you've seen, I was like, it looks good. It seems like there's certain like little twerks or whatever, but I'm glad it's looking really dope now. I mean, obviously it was on my cards until it got fucking pushed back, so. I gotta vote for it again for a goddamn fantasy card, but it's all good.
It's okay. Obsidian will once again deliver come February.
yeah, I mean, they have a limited time with my attention because I'm gonna be on Monster Hunter around that time. So,
oh, right on. I might have to get a new video card for that game. That game's a beast. On PC, it's like
worth it.
Adjust it, motherfucker. I'm just like I'm trying to adjust the settings. I'm like, god damn,
yeah.
I might have to upgrade or something. So we'll see.
Yeah, get a PlayStation, bro. Come on.
I'll wait till GTA 6.
Okay.
That's been my like scout's honor. Like I'll wait till GTA 6 is for that. Everything else I can play on my PC fine for the most part. Wukong's kind of been like maybe like a punch in the nuts if I were to get that because I looked at the system requirements. I was like, well, I can still run it. My 1660 Super can still run the game, and my processor's still holding strong. So, but Monster Hunter is the one where it was like upgrade, bitch. I'm like, god damn.
my man's playing Monster Hunter Wilds GameCube edition. Let's go.
Right. I'll say this, Arthur. The picture that you sent in the chat for what your character looked like, it didn't look anything like that on the PC version. It looked like some PS2 character. I'm like, that was your character. So yeah, it looked completely different.
You gotta upgrade, man. You have to.
Yeah, I will eventually. GTA 6 will be the one where it's like, I really have no excuse at this point. It's not going to be out for PC day one because the CEO is a cunt. So I'm just going to have to get the fucking console and call it that. So but for those of you watching, me saying crazy things, hello. Be sure to like, subscribe here on the channel. Hit the notification bell and then also the like bell so the video goes around the world. And then Arthur does the streams for the channel for G4L podcast. So definitely another reason to definitely subscribe. And here at the Gamers for Life podcast, for anything else, you can go to linktree.com/Gamers for Life. The number 4 life, the one-stop link for all of our stuff. And here at the Gamers for Life podcast, we read the news where you can watch or listen to what you choose by clicking on the links to the time code in the description, so you know what you want to listen to, or you can just hang out with us here at the Gamers for Life podcast. And once again, our annual Game Awards that we usually have every year. We've had, what is this, the 3rd or 4th year, Arthur?
It's like the 3rd or 4th year. And I just realized, Drill, I think this is the first year. I mean, it could have been last year too. I just realized I think this may be our first Game of the Year awards, or feels like it, where you don't have that soundboard. I just realized it just hit me mid-sentence. I'm like, oh, I missed that applause. Like, Game of the Year award.
Oh, yeah, I did have that stuff. And I've been a lazy fuck since, so let me just get this going. But yeah, no, absolutely. So definitely exciting stuff. And then, of course, Church can be able to partake here this year, which is nice. So we got another person diving into this. So without further ado, there's a shitload of nominations. We're going to be going backwards here from big to small to big, I should say. Let me see if it shows on the screen. Let's see. You guys seeing that?
No, we just still see your beautiful face.
Oh, damn it.
Wait. There you go.
Okay. Right on.
We are staring at
the esports.
a lot of people in tracksuits.
All right, that is the right screen there. So this is best esports team. Obviously, we can have an additional narrative on the Game Awards a little bit later because there has been some controversy this year. But let's get through to the nominations. So basically, what we do here, each of us will nominate. Have a selection or what have you, and then obviously, whoever gets it right gets a point, and whoever wins. Should we have a wager or should we have a bet?
I would say,
yeah, we do.
Yes, a wager, and Church, just know, unlike our game, like fantasy card,
Yeah.
if we can actually overlap, like if it's like, oh, I wanted to pick team T1, it's if we all end up picking the same shit, whatever. So yeah, there's no like we all have to pick each separate nominees. No, it's just we pick who we think's going to win it, and then we just tally at the end. So
Okay.
It's not like we don't do it like I said, like we do our fantasy card stuff.
Yeah,
just
that's
FYI.
Right. That's
but
right.
yes, wager, absolutely.
All right. So without further ado, I'll read all the stuff because it's fun. Best esports team, recognizing a specific esports team, not on the full organization. Judge the most outstanding for performance and conduct. Jesus. And 2020. It's so E3-ish, like EA-ish. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, and conduct just means someone got canceled off this fucking list. That's what that means. Okay, but continue with the nominees, Grill. Sorry, that was just a wild sentence.
yeah, I don't remember that in the description. All right, so we got Beely Gaming from League of Legends. That's there. It's what they do. You got Gen G for League of Legends, Navi, which is the Counter-Strike boys there. You got T1, League of Legends, and then you got Team Liquid for Dota 2. Arthur, who do you think will be the folks for you?
Once again, I am batting 1,000. I have no idea who any of these teams are. I don't really follow esports. I'm going with Team Liquid only because it makes me think of Liquid Snake. So Team Liquid. That's my Sean's dark guess.
Very nice. What about yourself, Church?
Yeah, I'm not real well versed in these people, so I'm gonna guess based off of what I see in the pictures. Now, for the first three people, I see no championships in those pictures. They didn't play to win, so they're disqualified. Bilby Gaming, Gingy disqualified. Nah, they're just gone. And who looks like the real champions? I'm gonna go with Team Liquid. They look like they won something celebratory. They look awesome. The other ones, like, look at this guy, Backstreet Boys. Like, what are we doing here? In all white.
That's hilarious.
That's a great point. 3 to 5 nominees don't have trophies in their fucking picture. That's a great fucking point.
I love the explanations. I'm gonna go with T1. T1 definitely has a trophy, so they're doing their thing. And they're keeping it simple. White shirts, white hats. I like it. So I'm going to go with T1 on the best esports team. All right. So next one, we have best esports athlete. So we got 33, Sita Shapira. We got Aleski Virolainen. Sorry about the mispronunciation on my end. You got Chovy, Jeon Jehun. You got Faker.
You could just go by short names. Just throw that out there.
yeah, I'll see that. Faker, because
this is the content right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's for the content. Faker, Lee Sang, Hyok. You got Ziwu, got Matthew Herbots. And then you got ZMJJKK, Zhang Yongkang. Who you got, Church? Who you got for one of these guys?
Well, I'm so patriotic. I usually go for American. But by these names, I don't even know who's American or not.
Let the record show.
Probably Shapira.
I mean, come in all dialects and languages and stuff.
He seems like a nice Jewish fella. I think he might be American.
Who? Matu
33.
33. Yeah, I might have to go with 33. I mean,
yeah.
Faker seems like a cool name. It's between
Fucking
33
wild,
and Faker.
These are fucking American names. Okay, goddamn.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go first. Pick the American in the group right here. You choose.
They can all be American. You don't.
That's true. That's true. That's true. We're being real.
Every time America wins like a not American sport, like America won some national cricket game. Have you seen who the American cricket players are? Spoiler. lot of Patels.
Look, I'm just saying they don't have red, white, and blue in the pictures. That's all I'm looking for. Was my stars and stripes? I don't see that anywhere here. Like who?
Okay, you're right. I don't see any American flags. To be fair, I don't see any other national flags going on here. But as a guy that's also during this recording many others, I'm a thumbs up guy. I'm going with Chovy. It's just nice and simple. Hey, I got this. Just nice, simple, thumbs up Chovy.
I'm going for 33.
Very cool. I'm gonna go with Faker. I think that name is pretty epic in itself. So I think that guy's got some skills there from creative sense and obviously from a gaming performance sense as well. So I'm going with Faker on that one. Very funny. All right. So Arthur, you said you're going with Chovy.
Yep. And also, Church, by the way, this is our 4th year where once again I still say this is ballsy. It's pretty ballsy of them. They say this category is quote unquote an esports athlete instead of like an esports player or esports competitor. But yeah, just once again throwing out there, I think that's a hard loose term of the phrase athlete for this category.
I know exactly. All right, so we got best esports game for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platforms. We got Counter-Strike 2, Valve. Got Dota 2, Valve. League of Legends. What was that? Riot Games, Riot.
Yeah.
The thing in my Zoom is blocking it. Mobile Legends, Bang Bang,
Moonton,
and then you got Valorant, Riot Games. Arthur, who do you choose best esports game?
Based on how it says best overall esports experience to players, tournaments and events, I'm going with League of Legends. Again, Shot in the Dark. I don't know a lot of this. If there is a major esports scene for a mobile game, that's news to me. But I'm just, again, I don't know a lot of this category, but I'm just going to guess that League of Legends may take this one.
Okay, right on. What about you, Church?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough choice. I mean, I don't see Overwatch here, so it's a hard pick for me. But looking at this at just a bird's eye view, I've heard good things about Dota, too. They've been making a lot of changes rapidly, and just people have been really enjoying it. So off of here, say I'm choosing Dota 2 in this category.
Right on.
That bird's eye view was a great intro to your pick, by the way.
It's like I do this for a living, baby.
Yeah, see what he's doing. He was out for a couple episodes. He's back in. Yeah, it's like he never left. Very cool. This is a toughie. I'm gonna choose Valorant. I'm gonna choose Valorant on this guy. Let's continue on. And we got Content Creator of the Year. So for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community for 2024, we got Casio, Iluhuan, Tech Gamers, Typical Gamer, and Asuda Pecora, which I'm assuming is an AI creator.
USADA Pecora.
Pecora.
It's either an AI or a VTuber. No idea.
Got it. Arthur, your thoughts?
Yo, big guy pride. Queso, let's go.
Right on. And Church, what say you?
I mean, none of these pictures are like jumping at me, like pick me. Like I don't know. I'm gonna go with Typical Gamer.
Okay.
What's this? Yeah. He doesn't look like he's trying too hard. Let's go.
Let's see. Just because AI is all of the talk of the town these days, I'm going to choose USADA. I'm going to choose USADA on this one.
A VTuber did win it last year, too.
Yeah, so I'm going to choose USADA on this guy. Go ahead.
Side note, Drell, I'm going to need your opinion in this. Is it just me or the second guy almost looked like Church's possible older brother or like a cousin in church?
It could be, man.
This is a guy that's like the cubicle over from him. If he was in the office.
I don't know. He has that stoic church. It's the cut, the beard just reminds me. He just reminds me of like an alternate, Earth 2042 version of church.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
mean, that's funny because Castle looked like you.
That's why I picked him.
Shots fired.
That's what I said. I'm gonna go with big power. Hey, shout out to my just call it. Shout out to my fellow fatties. Queso, let's go. Same reason why I picked Wario, Mario Party, and Mario Kart. Fucking fat power. Let's go.
Queso is like he has a Waffle House in the background right there.
Oh, he does. He knows good food when he sees it. He looks like Action Bronson's like cousin or something. It's kind of crazy as how he's got the beard rocking. So
right,
very cool. Very
it's if Action Bronson just stopped doing music entirely and only focused on food.
Oh,
he released the album this year.
No, I know, but I'm saying if he like walked away.
Walked
away from music and just focused on fried foods,
which I can see. Well, he does everything, man. He does everything chef wise. Most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. We got Death Stranding 2. On the Beach. I didn't know that he added that subset there. Ghost of Yote. Sucker Punch, of course. Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar Games. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And we got Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm going to throw this to Church because he hasn't gone in a little bit.
Yeah.
What say you, sir?
Yeah, so this one, it's a tough choice for me. I think it's hard to beat GTA 6, right?
Yeah.
It's just the beginning of this victory lap, if like this award right here and the next year. But I think I'm gonna go Monster Hunter Wilds. I think the beta got a lot of people excited. It crashed it at times, so I think Monster Hunter Wilds might be the most anticipated game going forward.
Nice. What say you, Arthur?
I'm going with the sequel to the game that made $1 billion in 26 hours, GTA 6.
Yeah.
And if this game, which I think it will, win most anticipated of the year twice in a row, I think that'd be kind of funny.
It has been twice in a row, hadn't it? Very interesting. I will go GTA 6 as well. While I do think people are very excited about Monster Hunter Wilds, Ghost of Yote especially. I mean, GTA 6, man, it's a behemoth. It's a behemoth. I think it's going to remain. People want that game. They want it. So, yes, sir.
Do we though? Do you guys want GTA 6? I feel like
yes.
Yes,
Church.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I like how there was something behind it. Like Jarrell's like, I'm gonna stop you there. The answer is yes.
I'm the same. Like, I don't know. Like, it could not be good. It's probably gonna be amazing. Who are kidding at this point?
I was gonna say, like, Church, I know you're excited for Wilds, but you gotta dial it back.
Yeah. For the sake of podcast confrontation, I see where Church is where he's going. I appreciate it, but I do think GTA 6 people still they want that game. So
I'm looking forward to the moment. We all know we have memories of playing GTA 5, especially online, where like that one song comes on the radio and your boys start jamming out. Jarrell, I'm looking forward to Tom Petty coming on that GTA 6 radio and we just start fucking jamming, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely. All right, so continuing on here, we got best adaptation, recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. We got Arcane, Riot, and all that other shit. We got Fallout, of course. Bethesda was on Amazon there. We got Knuckles, which is Sega Paramount. Like a Dragon, Yakuza. Also on Amazon there. And then we got Tomb Raider, Legend of Lara Croft, Crystal Dynamics, and then Netflix and all that.
And then for clarification, that's the Knuckles show, not like any of the movies that have come out. That's been the Knuckles Paramount show.
Yes. Thank you for that. Arthur, best adaptation, what say you?
Well, I can tell you, one of these nominees the creators have publicly said they never played the games. Church is gonna be disappointed to hear that. But I'm gonna go with something we all talked about for hours when it came out, Fallout. I think I'm not sure. It's gonna be flip a coin between Fallout and another contender, I think, but I'm going Fallout.
Yeah. What about you, Church?
I'm going Arcane. I mean, Fallout was a great show, great adaptation. Enjoyed it, but I mean, I feel like Fallout, it's a easier show to adapt because of post-apocalyptic. I think Arcane to me, it's just they took like a MOBA game and made a television show about it and gave characters personalities. It just like I watched the show and wanted to play the game and then realized I suck at the game. Like it's not for me. That's how much great that show is. So
Okay.
I'm going all game. And Tomb Raider, they need to stay true to the character, but that's all I'll say.
Oh,
You can expand that, Drill. Church, you can expand that if you want a little bit.
No, I think you know what I'm feeling.
You did. Why? Did they do the Tomb Raider show bad? What was
let's
it,
do a
what?
deep dive. What's going on? Interesting. Well, you know, Arcane definitely isn't a bad decision. I know it's a great. I know they did a great adaptation there. I'm gonna go for Fallout. I do think it could have been very easy to fuck up Fallout, and I think they I think they achieved what they're they achieved the vision, and then also they did a little bit step afterwards as far as for the storylines and whatnot. Obviously, the Ghouls character, I forget his name, was fantastic how they approached that. Very curious to see how this new one is going to be. I think the female character, I think she's fantastic. She's great. I think she did great with that really interesting quirkiness. You know what I mean? So I thought they did exceptionally well with how approaching that. And yeah, I think it could have been an easy fuck up, and I think they did a really solid layup there.
One thing to mention on two things to mention on this category, real quick. My joke saying one of the makers came out said that they even play like the video games and they're public about that was the makers of Like a Dragon Yakuza. They just came out and said, nope, we didn't play the games. We're just doing our own thing. The second thing I want to mention, by the way, for those of you not aware, I think this is really cool to know. The main character of Fallout, the girl in the post right there for your name, she's the voice of Jinx in Arcane. So she's the lead character in 2 great video game adaptations. Props to her. Happy to see it. Another thing, well, I know I'll probably end up repeating myself when the awards come out, but also I like to note too that both our picks, all of our picks, Arcane and Fallout, neither of them were like quote unquote cookie cutter copy and paste of the game to the show. They did an original story in both of them, so I was happy to see that they both got the nod.
Yeah, and Knuckles was a pretty good adaptation too for whatever the Sonic universe is. I mean, I wouldn't say it's true to the game per se, but I did watch the Knuckles show. It is a kid show, but I think they did that show pretty good on Paramount. So
nice.
I'm ready for Sonic 3. So
right on. Well, good to know. All right, so moving on, we got best multiplayer, gentlemen. Getting a little saucy with these.
Damn it, no Overwatch again. What are we doing?
Using our common sense. I mean, moving on.
that should be like what was it? Best I forgot what the category was, Arthur. As far as like best over time or something or some shit. Like
ongoing.
Yeah, ongoing. That's right.
Real quick drill. Best multiplayer. I know you're about to read the description. I'm just gonna cast my vote. I'm going with my heart on this one. I gotta do Space Marine 2. I think another game will take it, but I'm gonna go with my heart on this one.
Thanks for jumping over the description.
It's best multiplayer. Best single game experience.
Just for the fluid, just for the just the consistency of what I'm doing. Best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. And I mean, goddamn, Space Marine 2, man. Solid, nostalgic, positively nostalgic. And I haven't felt like it seemed like it was like the 360 days, so I mean there's some other pretty solid titles on here. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Super Mario gets it, some bullshit. And obviously I know that's good multiplayer too, but it's different. I'm going to go with Warhammer as well. Church, what say you?
I mean, I gotta choose freedom every day. Morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So Helldivers 2 is the game I'm going with.
There you go.
I think that game just took the first half of the year by storm. It was everywhere. Everybody was talking about it and had some great moments. I actually think Super Mario being here is pretty cool. It's cool that it is a very good multiplayer game, that they keep remaking it for like 2 decades, right? For all generations. I think they discovered a formula that works. Just like Street Fighter is the same time. I know somebody's mad now.
No. I was no. I think I was gonna say Helldivers is a great choice. That was the flip of the coin for me. And to Trisha's point again, Helldivers like got people back into. I'm not saying got into cooperative multiplayers, but it definitely revitalized it. Hell, let the record show. Helldivers 2 will be forever the reason why I bought a PS5. So
Yeah.
so absolutely deserves a nod. And for the sake of fluidity, since I did interrupt Drill because I saw Space Marine on the screen, I just had to jump at it. The other nominees that none of us picked, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Tekken 8. But so far, at least for us three, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Fun fact, if that's actually how you spell Jamboree, I've been mentally misspelling it for years. And then my pick, Space Marine 2.
Very cool. All right, so moving on here. We got best sports racing game. I know this is one we've all been itching to vote for. For the best traditional, not traditional sports and racing game, got F1 24 by Codemasters, EA Sports, FC 25, EA Vancouver, got NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, WWE 2K24. Choich, what say you?
Yeah, so this is a tough category. As a gamer, I hate sports games, and I'm not a big fan of racing games, in general. So I really don't have my finger on the pulse for this one. I'm almost tempted just to give it to WWE, 2K24, because I that game came out. I heard good things about it. It was a lot of fun to play, but then they did some fuck shit with the online a little bit afterwards too.
Oh shit!
But then also we got F1 24, which is pretty good as well. So if I'm flipping a coin, here we go. I am going for FY 24.
Very nice.
Gonna get it.
Very nice.
What about
Very
you?
Nice. For me, I'm gonna go with WWE. Hopefully they fix the fuck shit that's been going on. Do you know what happened specifically for those who are unaware of what the fuck shit happened with the WWE?
So
stuff
I
they did?
don't know if it's this version of the game or the last one before. It was basically the game came out and 6 months later they were shutting down the service to play online. So you were able to play
shit.
online on the beginning, but then they started taking away the features and like, oh, we're actually closing down for a little bit. So it's like, dang. I mean, it's probably just the user base at that point. So you kind of bought into the game for this feature that's just no longer a feature. So which sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, who plays a tennis game, right? Like he was playing Top Spin 2K25. I mean,
Back in the day, baby, but not today. I don't know.
yeah, right. I mean, it's Mario Tennis only. That's what I'm doing, guys.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with that.
Right. I mean, we need a Mario sports game. That's what this category is making me realize. Like, when's the next time Nintendo's going to jump in the ring and get something out here? Or give me NFL Street. Like, what?
Right.
NBA
Yes.
Street. Like, what are we
Thank
doing?
you. Bring back the Street series, bro.
One thing to kind of add to that, one game I thought wasn't going to be on this list, I was actually going to play it. Sorry, I was actually going to pick it and drill. I almost bought it. I mean, if it goes on sale, I just might. The one sports game that came out this year that I thought, took everyone by storm, at least from all the memes and all the talk about it, College Game Day. Like College Game Day 2025 came out this year. With the full title, EA Sports.
Oh, yeah, it did
Football
very well.
25 did crazy good when it dropped. Everyone was hyped for it. They put a ton of features back. We're talking about how EA and Madden games and most EA sports games have been taking features out. They put a ton back in. And the one time, Jarrell, I was proud of an EA sports game. It's not fucking nominated. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's definitely surprising.
That's like the one sports game I heard of that came out this year. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the noms?
Agreed. With it just sorry. Yeah. Who's playing a fucking actual tennis game? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, do you, boo? Whatever. You're wrong, but do you? I don't fucking know. NBA 2K25. No idea. Okay. NBA 2K25. But I still think the one time I was gonna be excited and thought EA would deserve a nomination, they didn't get it with Game Day.
It's funny. I remember, the downtown Long Beach GameStop. Like the two, one of the big days, is fucking the 2K series, right? When those 2K games came out in downtown Long Beach, I mean, it was almost like GTA came out again, or Call of Duty came out again. So, yeah, busy day that day. Everybody's going in and getting the 2K. So, I remember those days. All right, so best sim strategy. We got best focused on real time or turn based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Interesting to get your guys' thoughts on this one. So we got Asian Mythology Retold. We got Frostpunk 2, 11-bit studios, and then this is World Edge, Forgotten Empires. We got Kunitsu, Gami, Path of a Goddess, Capcom. Got Manor Lords, Slavic Magic Hooded Horse, and we got Unicorn Overlord, Vanilla Sega, Atlas. Arthur, I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts on who you should be getting at this year?
These are tough. These are actually really good nominations. I'm real quick. I'm trying to see if the maker of Manor Lord is also the same maker of Banner Lord 2. Yeah. I don't know. No, okay, different. Okay, different. I don't know. I think these are all good, solid picks. Again, I'm gonna go with. I'm flipping a coin. Frostpunk, Manor Lords, Manor Lords. I'm going with Manor Lords.
Manor Lords. Okay. And then Church. What say you?
Yeah. You know, I love strategy games, and I haven't played any of these ones this year. I've downloaded Age of Mythology Retold,
Nice.
and the Kunitsu game, Path of the Goddess, which I do like. I just was not in the mood to play it. But if I had to choose, I heard good things about Frostpunk. Actually, I think I might go Frostpunk if it's the game that I think it is. Let me just do a quick Google image of it. Dun, 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 dun,
Funny
dun.
enough, Frostpunk 2 was on my fantasy card this year, and it did pretty well.
Nice.
Then I'm going Frostpunk too. Let's go with that.
Right on. Right on. I'm going to shoot for a Unicorn Overlord. It's made by Atlas. Atlas rarely misses, or if they do, I don't know about it. So I'm going to go for Unicorn Overlord on that front.
And quick usual plug, by the way, I think there was correlation of Church downloading Age of Mythology, Retold, and Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. Both those games are on Game Pass.
There you go. Right
Just
on, right on.
FYI, as always. I'm not a Game Pass current customer, but I'll still mention that shit's on Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, facts are facts. So best family, we got for the best appropriate family play, respective genre or platform, we got the Astrobot, Team Sobi of Sony, of course, Interactive Entertainment. Princess Peach, Showtime, got Nintendo there. Super Mario Party Jamboree, got Nintendo there, of course. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, this is like the Nintendo category. And of course, the Plucky Squire. Very interesting that this got nominated too. I know it got huge reviews. This was on my fantasy card. And kind of excited but I mean, it's going up against some real behemoth of Nintendo titles. Obviously, Nintendo, and family, they go hand in hand. Church, who do you think is gonna get this one, man?
Yeah, dude, this is a weird category just because family play, I would say the best is Super Mario, But like in terms of genre or platform, it's just like you kind of mixing genres together just because I feel like the art style, it's just rated E for everyone.
Right.
I feel like some of these can be separated. There's other platforms that came out. But for me, I think Astrobot's going to get it.
Nice.
That game is phenomenal. I platinum that game. I did everything you could possibly do in that game, waiting for the DLC. It's hard for a game in this category to contend with that. I think Plucky Squire might be a close second, but I haven't played the Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom. But I heard that game is pretty good. So
okay, right on. I'm gonna shoot for Plucky Squire. This is kind of a tough category here, but I want to shoot for Plucky Squire. Arthur, what are your thoughts?
It won't be my pick, but FYI, since I did just mention Game Pass. By the way, for those interested, for those listening, the Plucky Squire was a day one PlayStation Premium launch. So maybe you're looking to play Plucky Squire, but don't, but also curious the catalog. FYI, it's on the PlayStation Plus Premium catalog.
Nice.
With that being said, I'm going with the Sony game that isn't on the catalog, Astrobot. I'm going with Astrobot too. Like Church said, this is definitely a hard category because it's like totally different genres of stuff.
Yeah.
I mentally flipped a coin between Super Mario Party Jamboree and Astrobot because when you think family game, it's like, what's a game that family can play together? And Astrobot's a single player game. But I think Astrobot's gonna take it because it's just, who doesn't like a cute jumping robot?
Very true, very true. All right, so moving on here. We got best fighting game. Here we go, getting saucy, another saucy one for the best design primarily around head-to-head combat. We got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, of course, Bandai Namco. We got Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, Arc System Works side games. Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection, Arcade Classics, Capcom. Got Multiverses, Player First Games, WB Games, and then we got Tekken 8, Bandai Namco. I'm gonna start with Arthur. What are your thoughts on best fighting game?
I'm going with the best. I'm going with the game that made it feel like the PS2 days of Tenkaichi. I'm going with fighting. I'm going Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Nice. What are your thoughts, Church?
This is a tough category. My heart wants to say Dragon Ball as well.
Yeah.
Just because it's an amazing game. But in terms of what the fighting community has been going, like Tekken 8 is a beast. I mean, Jesus, it's crazy. But then people were going crazy about Marvel vs. Capcom, that collection. It's a crazy collection. Then Grand Blues is always good too as well. Fuck.
I'll also like to
It's
say
a really tough one. I'm going Tekken 8 on this one. I'm going Tekken 8.
Very nice. Okay. All right. Very nice. Yeah, this is a hard one. I was looking at it, I'm like, God damn. I'm gonna say Sparking Zero. I think that has a possibility of getting, even though I know it came out a little later in the year. But I think it has the potential. But yeah, this is definitely not an easy category. A lot of real heavy hitters on this particular one. So I think anyone wins this is going to be, except for Multiverses, is deserved.
I was like, Joel, I was going to stop you because if you remember a fact I put on the podcast a while back, at the time of that episode, Joel, none of that's changed since both Tekken 8 and Sparking Zero came out. But because of the fact it was free to play, Multiverses, I think, at least at the time of the podcast, I don't know about now, but at the time of the podcast, that episode had the highest Steam player count for a fighting game.
Yeah,
oh, really?
That is true. That is true. Times have changed, though.
Yeah.
But yes,
I'm
correct.
I can't speak to the quality, but I can say for quantity, it fucking has the numbers behind it.
It does.
It has potential. Multiverse did. It really did. I mean, it actually inspired me to think, well, the next Super Smash Brothers game can go, instead of just giving us more of like Smash Ultimate. I would just love like Smash versus whoever, right? For Smash versus Warner Brothers, Smash versus like Capcom would be a cool title for Nintendo to do. But
definitely. So, another saucy one here. We got Best RPG for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including a massive multiplayer experiences. Now, there's a little bit of a controversy within this category. So, we got Dragon's Dogma 2 got nominated. A couple bugs in the beginning, but I know the game in general, I hear is very solid all around. We got Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree, DLC, but a pretty expansive one at that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Square Enix. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Of course, got Sega there. And Metaphor Refantasio was the one that we talked about from last couple episodes ago. Getting nominated here for best RPG. I'm going to start with Church on this one. What are your thoughts on who you think is going to snag it?
Church has played 3 to 5.
Yeah, I have actually. So for me right now, it's controversial because you have Elden Ring in it.
Right.
Let Jeff do his thing, guys. We all watch the Game Awards for exclusive announcements, new trailers. He is securing exclusives from Software because they always do the exclusives in the summer games and game awards. So let him nominate Elden Ring so he can get the next exclusive. Like Jeff is walking the program. We all know what it's for. Okay, I get it.
Paid under the table. I see your.
Like, he's not paying for anything, but it's like, yo, from software, like, give me your next exclusive. I'll premiere it. You know, so I get it. But it is DLC. But even if it was not a new game, I mean, damn, if Elden Ring was a new game, it would probably, damn, that would be a tough one. But I'm going Metaphor. I've been saying that at the top of the year. Metaphor is the game. I know I've been pulled in different directions, but everything keeps pulling me back to Metaphor. It's a fantastic game. And it's beautiful. So it's a good game.
Nice. Arthur, what are your thoughts?
You and I, Joel, you and I both know this is where the categories, this is where the nominees and categories start getting a little fucking dicey. They're all nines, yeah, but which one's a 9? Which one's a 9.1?
Right.
Again, 2 cents. I didn't give a shit. People are like, oh, it's a DLC. We both know, I can't think of the top of my head, but we've all played a game, especially back in the day when DLCs were first announced. Like, I can't, it just sucks. I can't think of an example to back it up. But every now and again, a DLC does come out that like revitalizes game. It just absolutely brings the players back, and you're like, fuck. Yeah. Like, I've been playing this one DLC more than I've been playing all these other games. You know, like, again, going back to the heydays of Bethesda, you know, anytime a fucking Fallout DLC dropped, everyone was all over fucking that. Fucking Skyrim Dragonborn DLC that lets you ride dragons, get the fuck out of here. Like, that shit was crazy. So I think people, I think, again, 2 cents, whatever, get over it. If fucking DLC nominations were a thing during Bethesda's heyday day, everyone would have fucking gobbled it up. That being said, I think Church is going to be right on this one as well. Metaphor Refantasio, I think is going to get it. All of them clearly definitely deserve it, but also a side note for Atlas's, like, one of the first games to be not a Persona game, just to get this category, win it. If they win it, that'll be fucking huge for that. It'll be huge for that team.
Yeah, it's fun. And speaking to your point on the DLCs, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, that was the one for me. That DLC is fucking incredible. Like, it's so funny. Like the screenplay is already, or the script was already good in that game, and for that DLC, like Zombies in the West, like, in some of the things that those people say, hilarious. So really good, really good DLC there. One of the best. I think that's one of the best DLCs, definitely.
For me, it was Witcher 3 Blood and Wine.
That's a great one too. Yeah. So yeah, definitely some solid ones, you know, where it's just like, damn, that's fire. So as far as this category, this is a difficult one, most definitely. Part of me's thinking about leaning over towards you guys as far as Metaphor Refantasio. I'm gonna do some fuck shit. I'm gonna say Elden Ring. I think it's just gonna get it, and they're gonna get the fuck out of there.
Secure in the bag.
Yeah, secure in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I think who should win is Metaphor. I think who will win is Elden Ring. That's my guess on that. So continuing on, we got Best Action Adventure. For Best Action, yeah, it's crazy. For Best Action Adventure Game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. So we got Astro Bot. This is like the church category. Yeah. We got Astro Bot. We got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown there. Silent Hill 2, Bloober Team, Konami. We got Star Wars Outlaws, and we got Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I mean, it would be devilish if I didn't ask for you to choose first. Who's gonna do it? What do you think, Church?
I mean, to me, I think out of all the games I played this year, and it's at least 3.5 of these games I've played, I have to give it to Astrobot once again. In terms of a platform action adventure, the puzzles were amazing. It was solid, 4K, 60 frames per second, and just the love of PlayStation in the game was profound. Prince of Persia was a great Metrovania game. I wish that studio didn't close down this year, but it deserves all the praise. I am enjoying Outlaws, still. Haven't beat the game yet, but it's a fun game. But I think Astro, it's without question, is going to win this category. So
nice, very nice. Arthur, what are your thoughts?
Hey, you know what? I know they're not popular this year, but let it be said, Ubisoft's got 2 of the nominations in this category. One of them has a main character capable of knocking a full-grown adult out while wearing a fucking helmet with her bare fists. But hey, good, you do you, fucking, gains. Otherwise, I'm going with Astrobot.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Astrobot as well. Because in the award shows, there's certain ones where where one game or one movie or whatever's twice for both nominations for a certain thing. I think this is the one where Astrobot will win best action adventure game. So I'm going for Astrobot on this guy.
I feel like I should have played Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. I feel like I'm missing out on that one. I got to pick it up.
Yeah, yeah. All right, best action game for the best game in the action genre.
Baby.
Oh, so it was that long leg. Best action game for the best action game for action genre focused primarily on combat. We got Black Myth Wukong for Game Science. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Raven, Treyarch, Activision, Helldivers 2. We got Stellar Blade, Shift Up, Sony Interactive Entertainment, and then we got Warhammer Space Marine. Arthur, this is a difficult category, buddy. What do you think?
This I think is the hardest one yet. Four of these I think should be up. Four of these I think should be up here. One of these is an annual release. It's tough for best action game. Like I said, there's not best multiplayer. This is best action. I can't speak to Stellar Blade's like combat too much. I think because I'm just more familiar with some of that game's other assets, and physics. But fuck, best action game: Wukong, Helldivers, or Space Marine. I think by far the three contenders. Fuck, dude. Like by far the goriest Space Marine, second goriest Helldivers, best fighting in a game, fucking Black Myth. Space Marine sold 2 million. Helldivers sold how much? Wukong was just shy of 10 million, I think. Yeah. I don't fucking know, man. I think knowing that 90% of the votes are by game journalist companies that apparently hate Black Myth Wukong for some tweets. Space Marine 2.
Space Marine 2. Okay, right on. I think because I know I chose Space Marine for multiplayer. I think it should win for best action game. Yeah, I think it should do it. Will it actually? I don't know. This is one of those things where it's in the should pile. Church, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I agree. This is the toughest category thus far. I mean, a lot of heavy hitters in this category. But I'm with Arthur. I'm stuck in those STEM classes as well when it comes to Stellar Blade, but you know what? I'm actually, I think at a pure action game, I'm going to give it to Stellar Blade. Okay. I think Warhammer is a lot of fun, but the combat seems kind of not as dynamic as Stellar Blade. Same thing with Helldivers. I mean, I think Black Myth Wukong had like great bosses, but had some problems. But it's Stellar Blade to me just because it represents Devil May Cry style action games that I love so much. And just, gamers were saying we want a sexy protagonist to be sexy. So I hope it wins. So I hope this gets the vote, and we get more of this game. And I heard it's pretty good in general. So, and we just did the Nier Automata DLC too. So if you get compared with Nier, which is a fantastic fighting game in itself, like I'm going Stellar Blade. So
yeah, there you go.
That being said, the Church's point, quick shout out if you guys actually want a better partnership of Nier Automata, Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege. I think they did the character better. Whether or not she takes, what is that TRT? I don't fucking know, but just saying. But yeah, happy either way, Drill. I'm definitely happy to see both Helldivers and Space Marine 2 on this list. And like I said, the weird odd one out is I think it's Black Ops 6.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So we got best VR AR game for the best game
They still
experience.
make those? Okay.
For the best game experience playable in a virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. We got Arizona Sunshine Remake Vertigo Games. We got Asgard's Wrath 2, Zanzaro Games, Oculus Studios. We got Batman Arkham Shadow, Hellsinger VR, and we got Metro Awakening. Let's start it off. Church, what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, off jump, I kind of want to go with Batman just because it's Batman. I heard Metro Awakening was pretty good, but the rest of the games I'm not too familiar with. So I'm going to go with Batman.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to go with Batman myself. I actually heard it's very, very good. I hear it's arguably the best VR game this year. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in choosing Batman myself here. So, Arthur, your thoughts?
Metro Awakening.
Nice.
When that trailer came out, I thought it was just straight up a new Metro fucking game. I mean, it is, but I thought it was gonna be another like sequel. But it turns out it was a VR game. It reminds me of what Bethesda's done with VR, like Fallout VR, Skyrim VR. So I'm going with Metro.
Very nice, very nice. Interesting that this studio, same two games got in the noms. So shout out to them.
They probably have, and they probably have good engines to port VR to make VR. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would guess the same as well. Definitely. All right, moving up the ladder, we got best mobile game. I know this is one we're all super excited for. For the best gameplay while on a mobile device, we got AFK Journey, Farlight Lilith Games. We got Balatro, Local Funk Play Stack, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Features Incorporated, Wuthering Waves, Cure Games, and then we got Zenless Zone Zero, the Hoyoverse. Church, what are your thoughts on the best mobile game here, buddy?
I mean, ZZZ, is where we're going. Zenless Zone Zero. It's my first time jumping into a gacha game. No regrets so far. Me and my wife are still loving the game, and I love it. It's a pretty fun game. I encourage anybody to try it, but approach it with caution because it's designed for you to spend money. But it's really, I can only recommend it to people like veteran gamers, people that play games. If you're new to games, don't try it because you don't know the game and it's designed to get money out of you. You have to be a pro player to understand how to grind the game so you can get the most free stuff in the game as possible. But Wuthering Waves, I think I heard good things too. I was about to download that game, give it a shot. I heard that's a pretty good mobile game that came out this year too. So.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Shot in the dark, I'm going to say Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. I just remember back in the day, Pokemon had obviously I forgot the name of it. But
Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah. I was just seeing random people at 10 p.m. at night looking for God knows what. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, just nostalgically, I'm gonna pick the Trading Card Game Pocket. Arthur, your thoughts on this one?
I'm making faces because one of these fucking games is voted for a game of the year. What? Balatro. Balatro is a Game of the Year nominee. I know a lot of people are pissed off about Elden Ring DLC being a nominee. Is everyone sleeping in the fact we have a mobile game nominated for Game of the Year all of a sudden? So with that being said, like I know Zenless Zone Zero, I played it. I had fun. Definitely be patient. Long dialogue cutscenes. But since one of these is a fucking Game of the Year nominee, I'm going Balatro.
Okay. Interesting.
I still think it's weird that it's a fuck. Sorry, just that.
No, yeah, it is a little, definitely a weird one with that, most definitely. All right, we got best debut indie game here. We got Animal Well by Shared Memory, Big Mode, Balatro in the cards here again. Manor Lord, Slavic Magic Hooded Horse. We got Pacific Drive, Iron Wood
that
Studios.
game came out? Damn. Okay.
I guess so. And then we got the Plucky Squire. All possible futures, Devolver. I'm going to start with you, Church. What are your thoughts on this one? This seems to be slightly difficult in comparative to just how some of these other games are in some other nominations.
Yeah, I mean, to me, purely based on my own preference, it's the Plucky Squire. Plucky is a game that's just it's a church game at the end of the day. The second game that I did enjoy was Animal Well. I only picked it up because I was a fan of like donkey videos, Video Donkey on YouTube. I think that's a game that
is it Arthur? Is
it his game company, Arthur? Or
yeah,
okay.
It's his project child. Yes,
got you.
Very cool.
But Plucky for me.
Nice, Arthur. Your thoughts?
A real quick plug. 2 of these nominees are on PlayStation Plus Premium Catalog, Animal Well and the Plucky Squire. So as a customer of that, happy to fucking see it. That being said, again, I'm just going with, because it's nominated for Game of the Year, I'm going Balatro.
I'm going to go Balatro on this one too. Like I said, there's always that strategy of we're going to put it in this category, but it's going to win for another one. And I think Balatro is going to win for this one. Definitely, Plucky Squire obviously deserves, a pretty strong contender, needless to say, in Animal Well as well. So, unfortunately, not too keen on the other ones, but I'm sure they're all solid nominations. Moving on here, got Best Independent Game for Outstanding Creative and Technical Achievement in a Game made outside a traditional publisher system. So we got Animal Well, we got Balatro, we got Loreline Laser Eyes, we got Neva, and we got UFO 50.
Real quick, Joe, for clarification, can you go back to the other category? So can you hit? Okay, real quick. The last, just to make sure my brain's not shit. The last category was called Best Indie, right?
Yes.
What the fuck is indie short for? Independent, right? Sorry.
But this one's outside. I guess that's a best indie game within a publisher system. This is one outside of it.
Okay, thank you for. Okay, it's just, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Best Bob category, best Robert category. What are we talking about? Sorry, that's. I just wanted to thank you for clarification.
It's a fair question.
Yeah, I'm confused too. What the fuck is outside the publisher system? Is this shit
right?
Like what? Wait, go.
All right, let's go. Okay, let's go back. For given that, let's go back. Debut.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
first,
mean, aren't these all new games? I'm confused. What the fuck are you talking
All right, settle down, everybody.
Okay. Here we go. Best debut is like that company's first game, like not first game of this year.
It's like best new.
Period.
It's like best new artists where like none of them are actually new.
So the last category was like best brand new out the fucking gate game. And now this is just best independent game. Okay, thanks for going back. I just want to make sure I was not the only one confused about that.
No, I mean, we had 2 or 3 votes, so I was like, let me just go over it so we can see what's going on. But go ahead, Arthur. What are your thoughts on this one?
You know what? I don't. Well, fuck, I didn't know. Like I said, to be a duplicate of some shit. Because it says it says outside.
Just choose it, motherfucker.
I'm going Animal Well. It's the same category. I don't fucking know that.
You going Animal Well? Okay.
I thought he was going to go Balatro. I'm doing Animal Well as well. I'm not going to choose that card game. I don't like the art design. It just looks terrible. Yeah, I just hating for no reason.
It looks like we're all choosing Animal Well because no, I appreciate the honesty. I did the same shit. Animal Well. I'm gonna choose that as well. I think this is gonna be the one. It's once again it's like there's other it's in other categories. I think this one it'll actually win it for. So yeah, hopefully we don't have any more duplicate nomination situations.
Best small developer game.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck is happening? All right, so moving on here, we got best community support. Ooh, this is an interesting one. We got recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, and game updates / patches. We got Baldur's Gate 3, Larian. We got Final Fantasy 14, which tends to win consistently over the years. And obviously worth it. Fortnite, Epic Games. We got Helldivers 2. And we got No Man's Sky, which has won this category before as well. I'm going to start out with Church. What are your thoughts on this guy?
I mean, can we just stop pretending that No Man's Sky is a good game. Like, come on.
Yo,
It's
you
not
gotta you gotta stop that bullshit, bro.
It's not a good game.
You're
bro.
out of
Like,
control.
look, I mean, I'm happy they kept adding stuff to it. Is it fun to play? I don't know. Personally, I'm gonna choose Final Fantasy 14. I think that
Okay.
community support is amazing. Just the community itself. I
Yeah.
think Fortnite should win this every single year. There's nobody's that's doing what Fortnite's doing. Like hands down, Fortnite is an anomaly. We ain't gonna see it again in this lifetime. The way they constantly update the game, it is one. It's instantly, but I'm gonna go with 14. So.
Okay. Right on. Right on. Arthur, your thoughts?
I think they had a concert in Times Square, so I'm going with Fortnite.
Okay, right on. I think I'm going to go Fortnite as well. No Man's Sky has won this category before. Final Fantasy has won it before as well. Helldivers community support is I think next year we'll see how the game works next year, but it's not everybody's friend right now, especially when it comes to the PSN situation. So I think that in itself, across the masses, I don't think it's going to win it. Fortnite, I can definitely see that winning, just because didn't they add some additional modes this year? I thought they added the old school mode for it. I thought
No,
they
go
added.
ahead.
Oh yeah, I thought they added something for us, like the original classic mode or some shit. I forgot what it was, but yeah. I mean, I even I played the game this year, and it's it was classic mode, but it's a fun game. I can't really hate it, and it's just spanning across that particular target base and it's fucking good, man. It's good. Like, is it something I play every day? No, but I can definitely see it winning for best community support. So what were you saying, Church?
No, I was just saying. I didn't know it was this year. Did they come out with the Lego shit last year or this year? I forget.
Last year.
I think it was last year.
It was last year.
Okay.
What they did this year was they brought some of the maps back for like this season or something. So last year they brought back like classic mode or like no build mode, but then like one of the seasons or events this year was like OG fucking maps that dropped this year. On top of the multitude of events like the Fantastic Four event, on top of the Snoop Dogg, I think it was Ice Spice concert. But they did something else classic-ish this year too.
I mean, they had an Eminem concert too as well this year. I mean, bro, it's just
Travis Scott was a couple years ago, and he made like $2 million off that or some shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think we're making its case for it. It's just objectively, this game is just. I wish I liked it. I would, like it's one of those games. I'm like, damn, if I enjoyed like I wish I would play. It's the perfect. It might be the perfect game. I mean, the next Lego game I'm gonna play is gonna be in Fortnite. But yeah, it's just fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero's in this game. Jesus, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, because even waiting in the loading and you're hearing all this music and stuff and all this commotion, you feel like you're at a concert. You're like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, this is crazy. So I mean, I commend them for that because I'm like, I've never experienced this before in a game. It's pretty wild. All right, so we got best ongoing. We got award to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. We got Destiny 2, Bungie. We got Diablo 4, Blizzard. We got Final Fantasy 14, Square Enix. We got Fortnite, Epic Games, and we got Helldivers 2. Church, what are your thoughts on this one?
This one for me, it would be Fortnite in this category. Actually, I'm gonna stick with Fortnite. Diablo 4. If the DLC was received a little bit better, still need to play it. I would have chose Diablo 4, but I'm going Fortnite right now. Yeah. After everything we just said, like Jesus.
I know it's like I just said.
It's rare when all of us agree on something. So when all of us were like agreeing full-heartedly with Fortnite, I was like, oh fuck. Well, since we all just added our own positive rants about it, Drell, you can also put me down for Fortnite too.
All right, we'll do. We'll do. I'm gonna flip a bitch on this one. I'm gonna choose Diablo 4. Yeah, I'm gonna choose Diablo 4. That DLC I know was well received. and they're doing the do. Obviously, you know, what was the first Diablo game coming out at the same time as far as well, you know, Bind Blizzard and all that shit. So I think Diablo 4. I think Diablo 4 is definitely made people happy, given, you know, all the stuff that they had to fix. But nevertheless, all right, moving on. Got games for impact. We got a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. This is definitely my kind of category. I usually like a lot of these thinkers, if you will. So we got Closer the Distance, Asmodic Studios, Skybound Games. We got Indica, Odd Meter, 11-Bit Studios. We got Neva, No Modest Studio, Devolver. Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Deck 9 Square Enix. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Ninja Theory, Xbox Game Studios. And we got Tales of Zanzera, Zao, Surgeon Studios, EA. Let me start with Arthur here. Arthur, what are your thoughts on this guy?
I don't know how they're gonna do this category. If it's like biggest like social impact, I'm looking at Indica because it just looks like a woman getting shamed in the streets. But if we're also like including like, I don't know, quality of game, I've never heard of it as a game. I'm gonna lean towards Hellblade 2.
Okay, nice. Church, what are your thoughts?
I don't like this category. I just don't like it at all. Because it's like the games that I love, like Zelda or Mario, they have impact culturally, majorly in gaming, and just like you kind of just excluding them because they're not based on story. So I don't know, man. I got my own hangups about this, but I guess Hellblade 2. I don't even know the rest of these games, and I'm not trying to be depressed, so I'm not gonna play any of them. So. Like, do you think? Let me ask you a positive. Do you think these games are happy?
I don't think it's the point of them being happy. I don't think it's the point of them being happy. But I mean, I think there's, you know, I think there's it has a right to be in a specific category, right? I mean, you know, because it's almost like, you know, foreign language film or like, you know, short story or something like that, right?
Those are indie games. This is like a message, homie.
But some of these are indie. You think Indica's a fucking $40 million, you know, $100 million project?
I'm saying I don't think these games are happy while you play them. Like, Arthur, do you think these stories are happy, or is there going to be some sad stuff in here?
No, but the one thing I'll add, or like kind of also give context respect to what you're saying, is like it's like two of these, or maybe three. Let's just say that the three in the right: Life is Strange, Hellblade 2, and Zao. I feel like are games, maybe Neva, where somebody just feel like here's a message, the experience. Like let's say this category was a few years ago. I feel like The War Within would have been a good nomination or a good winner of this category, because The War Within is just one of those hard-hitting fucking, you know, fucking children of war situation games, but it was a fucking game. It wasn't about like a message. It's just a crazy good game that's just going to hit you in the gut every fucking time. Whereas what this category has, like, I feel like become in the past years, kind of to a point what you're just saying, I think it's like getting skewed.
I don't know. I disagree, guys. I think this has this is a specific type of game, and it deserves to be in a category. In my opinion, I would say Hellblade 2. I did play Hellblade 2. Man, the Sonic, the experience of having headphones on and hearing, you know, those voices as Senua does. It's so intense. Like, it's still super intense. I love how that game starts. The intro of the game is just incredibly compelling in itself. As far as like game mechanics go, obviously I think that's where you know, that's where some of like the low ends are for me. Some things are a little hard to see. But as far as like the experience notion and the things that she's going through and whatnot, really impactful and just really impressive. So I had a good time playing it, you know, but it's just one of those, it's like watching Schindler's List. Like, you're not going to watch that like every so often, right? You're not going to watch that. But it's something that you'll probably watch maybe once in a while that has that, you know, obviously have that message. So I just kind of put that in this particular bag. Life is Strange. I usually am a big fan of that series. I didn't get to check out this one. So I'm like, dang it. I need, you know, but usually I watch the Don't Nod Life is Strange as Deck 9 kind of took the football they've been making more of those, so I need to check those out, see if they're any good comparatively.
Well, you answered my question if you played Life is Strange. Also, if this stays on track with the other Life is Strange games, Drill, wait a little bit. It'll probably drop a Game Pass because that's usually what happens eventually with Square Enix. With most Life is Strange games, will eventually just drop out in Game Pass.
Very true. Yeah, because Colors came out for Game Pass. That's another one I got to check out too. So for sure, that's very true. All right, continuing on here, we got innovation and accessibility. This should be an interesting one. Recognizing software and our hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games to be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We got Diablo 4. Dragon Age The Veilguard, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, and we got Star Wars Outlaws. This is almost another Church category here. What are your thoughts, Church, on this one?
First of all, I'm a very capable, well-able adult. Okay, like I don't know what you talk about, Jarrell. Like,
what do you mean?
He means you've played more games in this category than us.
That's what. Yeah, what are you coming at me for?
Hey, Church.
I was checking my side.
Buddy.
I thought there was a dig.
No, you played three of the. You played all of these, but
thanks, good buddy. No, you played these fucking games.
No, you've had deep insight on the Jesus.
It's like, what the fuck, like, Drill? What the fuck are you trying to say to me?
I'm saying you played 3 or 5 of these, motherfucker.
I played all 5 of them, motherfucker.
Intensively.
All five. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Ubisoft is doing with accessibility is like leading the industry. Next to Insomniac is pretty good too. So for me, I think actually Outlaws has great accessibility at all of these games. I think though, just because of Ubisoft, Dragon Age has pretty good ones too. But Outlaws has more. Diablo 4 kind of has it. I mean, I guess it's just color coding into that game. And yeah, so I'll go Outlaws in this category. Definitely.
Interesting. I'm surprised you didn't choose Prince of Persia over Outlaws.
I mean, Outlaws just has a lot more.
I see. So. I see. Arthur, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. Like I said, this is always, again, I've only played one of these games in this category. Just because I think they had a lot more character creation options we've seen in some recent games. I think Dragon Age Veilguard.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's funny because I was going to say, yeah, they've added features, but then they started taking features away too for Star Wars Outlaws as far as like all the sneaky missions. I just saw an article on that. There is a lot in the game though, nevertheless. I'm gonna take the fuck shit route. I'm gonna go Dragon Age The Veilguard. I think they're gonna win for this one. Kind of a shot in the dark there. I haven't played it, but I could see it. I could see it winning. I could see it as I'm watching the goddamn awards. So,
Drill, real quick, just for clarification, the fuck shit pick is not Veilguard. The fuck shit pick was Call of Duty. I'd be like, I'm gonna do some fuck shit. Black Ops 6. I'm like, okay, that Black Ops 6 would have been the fuck shit pick.
That's like left. It's like, okay, what other features besides the same fucking features we've had over the years? So, all right. So moving on here, we got Best Performance Award to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. Church, what are your thoughts on your decision? Is that a better way to say it?
That was a very instinctive grunt there, Jarrell. Church, who's giving you the reaction? Go for it. Say it with your gut and nothing else.
I mean, it's Humberly Gonzalez is the choice that I have right here for the voice acting. I think she does pretty good in Outlaws. I'm surprised the protagonist from... No, I'm thinking of a different game, FF16. That was last year. This is a new game. Yeah, Humberly, she's got my vote. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, right on. What about you, Arthur?
Reno.
No, well, the grunt is agreed, but for best performance, I think it's going to be the girl, Melina for Hellblade 2.
Yeah, it's a tough beat. Good choice.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean her performance is pretty outstanding in that game. I haven't played. To be fair, I haven't played the other ones to kind of get a sensibility around it. I'm gonna vote for Melina on this guy.
Now, real quick, Church, to your point about Outlaws. Now, if they would have done like a character model scan of the voice actor, then I would have gone Outlaws all day. But till then, Hellblade 2.
Okay. No, she did really good in Outlaws. I like her, but yeah, I think Hellblade. I mean, she is the game, right? Alina, it's like she is the game. Like,
Right,
yeah,
right,
it's crazy.
right on, right on. All right, moving up the ladder here, we got Best Audio Design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. We got Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga Hellblade, and we got Silent Hill 2. Obviously, remake there. Arthur, what are your thoughts on this guy?
I'm glad you chose me first. I gotta ask Church a question. It's a feature I loved in the PS5. I just want to confirm if I my pick. Astrobot. Are there clinks, clanks, and clunks and sound effects coming through the PS5 controller for Astrobot?
The entire time.
Astrobot, let's go. Dro, I'm telling you, man. Like when I played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I loved every single time I was picking up a coin, hitting a hack, like boom, bop, bop, bop. All those sound effects to the controller changed my gaming experience.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude,
Nice.
if you like all that stuff, you should definitely play Astrobot when it's on sale. It takes what you love about the DualSense controller. It takes full effects of that constantly throughout the game. You're just constantly using it. It's amazing. It's fun. But I think I'm gonna have to go with the political correct answer. I'm giving it to Hellblade 2. Everything that Jarrell said earlier about the sound, I'm gonna have to give it to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, it's all the game is, right? Like, if you took away, like, if it didn't have, like, as impactful of the sound experience, then, like why even make the game in the first place? That is one of the most, like, important experiences and technology that they worked on into the game. So, I'm going Hellblade 2 on this one. I don't see it winning for anything else if it's nominated for anything else. That's what how the game is, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna go Hellblade 2 on this one. All right. Moving up
Fuck, I
to
think
the
you're right, but I gotta stick with my answer.
It's all right. No, stand on business,
Yeah.
bro. Stand on business. There you go. All right, so we got best score in music. So for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. So we got Astrobot. We got Final Fantasy Rebirth, Metaphor Ray Fantasio. This might be a little difficult because I know that's a great soundtrack. Silent Hill 2. And we got Stellar Blade, which I know obviously has a pretty good soundtrack as well. Church, what are your thoughts?
This is a tough one. I haven't listened to all of Stellar Blade's soundtrack. I'm trying to. It's time now, bro.
That's putting the game on mute, man. I'll go
The
fuck what she
physics
sounds
are too
like.
loud. But when in doubt, go Square Enix. Final Fantasy is where I'm at. They
Nice.
make stellar soundtracks all the time. I think, fuck, dude, but Metaphors. I'm no Final Fantasy 7. That's what I'm
Okay.
at.
Okay, right on. Arthur, your thoughts?
I'm down to the same coin flip like Church. Final Fantasy.
Okay. I'm gonna go for Metaphor. Some of that stuff that Church was showing me as far as the soundtrack, I said, yo, this is mad different and engaging. I'm gonna go for Metaphor on this one. Again, this is a very difficult one because I know each game had, great soundtracks. But definitely I'm gonna go for Refantizio on this one. So
Just to
this
clarify,
this
I'll
hard?
say, go ahead.
No, it's just hard to beat the Sephiroth song. That's definitely in Rebirth, bro.
nice. Yeah,
How to
classic.
do it. Yeah.
Sephiroth.
Classic indeed there. All right, moving up the ladder. Best art direction. So we got Astrobot, Outstanding Creative and Technical Achievement in Artistic Design and Animation. Astrobot, we got Black Myth Wukong, we got Elden Ring Shadow Earth Tree, we got Metaphor Refantizio, we got Neva, however you pronounce it. Arthur, your thoughts?
Art direction, dude. If you like Google image Metaphor Refund to Zero, you're gonna see like painting level shit. I'm going with Metaphor.
Got it. Gotcha.
I'm same thing. Metaphor too. Close to Astrobot, but Metaphor is just. I mean, look at that game. Look at the image in that thumbnail, bro. It's just
Yeah,
what's
it's
happening
crazy.
there. Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, I think it's gonna be a clean sweep here. I'm gonna choose metaphor as well. Uh, yeah, it's hard to beat, definitely. All right, we got best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. We got Final Fantasy Rebirth. We got Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Metaphor Refantazio. We got Senua Saga Hellblade 2. And we got Silent Hill 2. Church, your thoughts?
It's Metaphor clearly for this one for me.
Yeah.
I do like a Dragon. I didn't get a chance to beat it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I still haven't beat that too. Metaphor just got me in the first. The demo got me, brother. You know, I got the demo and I was instantly hooked into the story. It's pretty good. I mean, they really set up the world pretty well in that game, and they paying it off so far. So
Yeah.
Metaphor.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna choose Metaphor as well, and the reason why I choose it over Hellblade 2, Hellblade 2 does the voice acting of specifically, Senua, the sound design incredible, storytelling. To me, I feel like that's where I could see other nominations winning, and definitely based on what you said, Church, I'm gonna go for Metaphor as well. Arthur, your thoughts?
I was really leaning towards metaphor.
Okay.
Yeah, some of these are sequels, remakes, and etc. So,
Right.
but yeah, metaphors, story, and type of everything looks so good.
Yes, indeed. All right, we got best game direction. I feel like God damn. It's like deja
This
vu
is
here.
where it's getting tough.
Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. We got Astrobot, Balatro. We got Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantazio. Arthur, what do you choose?
Fuck. Side note, of all the categories Erdtree is nominated for, I think this is a category I actually shouldn't be in, for game direction. But with that being said, this is tough. Fuck, dude. Shaun the fucking Dark, Fanta Zero, Metaphor.
Okay. I'm going to say Black Myth Wukong on this one. I think as far as, I know the beginning of the game, it's like, what the fuck? This is fucking crazy. As far as just with the vision and everything. I'm going to go Wukong. I know it's not going to win a slew of awards, but I think it'll take it for this. And this is a very difficult category. Church, what are your thoughts?
I'm going Astrobot. I think
Nice.
it's hard to beat that creative vision of that game, just taking classic PlayStation IPs, making a celebration of it, where each level is just unique. And there's no level that's the same. New gameplay mechanics. They hit you with new creative ideas over the head constantly throughout. Well, I think Black Myth artistically looks amazing, and I do love I forgot the name of the book. Journey to the West, I think it is based off of. I don't know if it's doing anything new and creative outside of just combat. But I think Astrobot, for me, is the innovation part. Really takes the kicker.
Very cool. All right, folks, we got Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We got Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII, Metaphor Refantazio. Church, what is your decision?
Oh, okay. So the card game can get the fuck out of this card category. I don't even like the thought. What are we doing here? Like, Jesus. I mean, I must have to check it out because it's Game of the Year.
Right.
A best experience across creative and technical fields. I this is a tough one. I want to say I see Elden Ring and I see why people are so mad because I'm like, what Elden Ring does is really good, but I'm going
Yeah.
metaphor in this category.
Okay.
The story is very captivating. What they do in terms of RPG gameplay, in terms of the buddy systems and the friendships, it's innovative in its field itself, and they innovated the system itself in this game already. And the combat in itself is action packed. It's very flashy, and it has very strategy and strategic in it, which is what I look for, like in a Souls games too. So I think Metaphor has a lot of crazy art style, great stories, and great gameplay. I think it's well rounded throughout the entire experience, hands down.
Nice. Nice. Arthur, your thoughts?
It's final category. It's always tough. Like Church, this mobile fucking card game. It has crazy good reviews, like a 9 out of 10 on Steam, but agreed. Like Church or a tree. Get over it. 10 million copies. Wukong. I'm going Wukong.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Man, this is a hard motherfucker. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. I think Wukong is definitely a technical achievement. A creative achievement. I could see some other games that might potentially expand past it. I'm going to say Metaphor. And the fact that it has a 10-hour fucking demo, I need to download that demo ASAP and play that. I just think it really surprised everybody in every notion. I don't want to do the fuck shit decision, which is Elden Ring, making DLC, but I'm gonna go for Metaphor. I'm gonna think Metaphor is gonna win. Not an easy decision, but a decision nonetheless that I'm gonna shoot for. All right, gentlemen. I got everyone's information logged as far as your choices for the Game Awards. Very interesting stuff there. And definitely we got to have some betties, some bet system shenanigans here going on for who wins. You know, we'll talk about I guess we can talk about that off the pad. Any additional things to discuss here before we close out?
Some people are upset about the game that's in my background, which is my favorite game of the year this year so far, Space Marine 2. A lot of people are upset Space Marine 2 didn't get nominated for more things. I called Joe, if you remember, I kind of called it since day one. I was hoping it would get nominated for Game of the Year because it's campaign. I'm kind of mixed, Jarrell, because I feel like if Space Marine 2, 1-for-1, dropped in the Xbox 360 era, like the same year as like Halo or like a Gears of War, like Halo and Gears of War that we have seen nominated absolutely for Game of the Year, I think Space Marine 2 would have absolutely been nominated for Game of the Year.
Sure.
But now we're getting solitaire games getting fucking nominated for Game of the Year. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's not like I'm shitting on the team that made it. It's just like Church said, like, what are we doing here? Like, why is a solitaire rogue? Why is a roguelike solitaire in the same category as like fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Like, what are we talking about? So for me as a massive Space Marine 2 fan, I'm mixed because am I minimally upset that they didn't get nominated for more things? Yeah, like I think it's campaign. I think it's cooperative aspect. I think, like you said, Drell, it's nostalgic. Like it just made you feel like, wow, I forgot games can be good again. You and I were playing the campaign. You and I were playing the campaign with Caleb, with Bacon, and he's like, holy shit! I just realized, guys, we've been playing for 6 hours and the game hasn't crashed or like there's been no bugs. Like it played well. It's like we've almost got past the age where it's like we're slowly getting out of the days of release now, patched later, which I'm happy to see. So I just want to throw in my 2 cents about Space Marine. I'm not disappointed, but I'm not like furious. I'm not like rage baity about it. It's like the Oscars, Jarrell. It's like I love comedies, but we know none of that shit's ever gonna show up at a fucking Oscar. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I figured with its short campaign, even as good as it wasn't going to get there. My 2 cents and people losing their mind over DLC. I think it's valid. I think Shadow of Erdtree's nomination is valid. I can see why people are upset. That being said, since we're seeing categories expanded upon, since we've also seen best debut indie game and best independent game, I think maybe it depends on the year because it depends on releases. But if there's enough releases of the year, this is where it gets tough. There may want to be like best expansions in addition to like best ongoing game. You know what I mean? But that's where it's like it's tough. But yeah, I'm not furious or upset that the Erdtree DLC got nominated. But yeah, Space Marine 2 is definitely my favorite game of the year I've played. Thanks again for playing the campaign with me. That being said, Church,
Yeah, it's fun.
I beat that game like 4 times. I beat the campaign like 4 times now. I still love it. So if you become like my 5th homie to get that game, which I hope you do, and you want that cooperative experience to play that campaign, fuck it, I'll play that campaign with you. Start the fucking finish hardest difficulty, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it should have been in the category, especially if Wukong's there. Well, what are your thoughts, Church, on just overall shenanigans?
I mean, I think as games have constantly evolved over the medium, to Arthur's point, the solitary game that's a roguelike, it may be good, but that category should be overall presentation, story-wise, just experience. And I think that the gameplay, it may be solid, but like you could have had Warhammer in that game, which has solid gameplay, technical achievement. It looks amazing on these new consoles, which a lot of these games are just not, running on PC, and then when you get it on a console, it doesn't look as good. Or you can even have something as Helldivers too, which was a cultural impact across all consoles and PC players too, in a category that's presenting something that you can only have in like a console game area, right? I think there's a discussion to be had around Elden Ring and just games that are ongoing, right? Game of the Year seems to be this category that's changing with what we see with Elden Ring, but because now what is something like a Fortnite that's just ongoing forever stand, or Final Fantasy 14? I mean, there's a case that Fortnite might be the best game of the year because the content it's pushing out, the amount of hours it's people are playing each year in this game is more than something new. So how do you put a Fortnite against something like Helldivers 2 or a Metaphor, or just any game that like an Apex Legends or Final Fantasy 14? I think there needs to be one more category, and I just don't know what to name it. Like maybe it's Game of the Year, and then maybe there should be Game Awards choice game or something like that. I don't know, maybe like a Jeff Keighley award. He can categorize it where it just kind of like where is the best thing to play this year? What was the best thing to play, new or old, right? I think there's something to be said though. So
I think it's a good point. I think it's a really good point. But yeah, because there's a lot of middle ground, middle ground situations on various games, and then what type of game it is, and as far as it constituting, like, I don't think anyone saw Balatro being a game of the year where it's like, okay, you chose Balatro over Space Marine, so yeah, I think it does deserve, because it's funny, but I feel like there's a lot of, I know, Arthur, we talked about this before, as far as like a lot of overlapping nominations, like when we're talking like best debut, best independent game, like, yeah, like that's weird. You know what I mean?
Best act, usually best, the 3 that overlap are like best action, best narrative, and game of the year. It usually nominees go 3 for 3 in all those categories.
Yeah.
Or at least definitely best action.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I definitely think there's some weirdness there to be had. And yeah, I do think there needs to be a deeper conversation on just, an additional category, nomination. Because games are changing. So as far as for the standard of what people look for, as far as like overall, this is the bee's knees, that's changing. That's changing. And I think that needs to be noted within a game of the year sensibility. So, yeah, interesting. Good points there. Definitely.
I something I was looking up because I had a theory on this, and it looks like more often than not, it looks like to be correct at least the last 3 years. How do you guys feel that more often than not, Game of the Year nominees are usually single player games. I'm not like opening the box for like, like, oh, live services single player. I just mean like in general, like I said, Drell, it's like I feel like gone are the days where like a Gears of War or a Halo, a cooperative campaign would absolutely be nominated, especially in their peak heyday, especially like let's say during the 360 era, where it almost feels like if there's a good narrative game that comes out, it's usually more often than not like, oh, that's gonna get a nom. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. It just that's where like, for example, like again, Helldivers 2, Space Marine 2. I say Helldivers 2. Like what Church was saying was definitely the stronger of the two. Like the fucking culture phenomenon that it was. It's unfortunate how Sony handled that, but I don't know, man. It's kind of like comedies at the Oscars. I would like to see more multiplayer cooperative games showing up for Game of the Year now, like nowadays compared to years ago. Again, Drell throwing out more award-winning games, like Borderlands 2. Like when Borderlands 2 dropped, that understandably, I don't know if it won Game of the Year, but I want to say it was absolutely deserving to be a nomination of the year. Whereas, like I said, nowadays it's just, I don't know if it's necessarily a quote unquote bad thing. It's just something I'm noticing. It's just something like I said, I'm just seeing, man, really got.
Yeah, I mean, I share the same feeling too. It's just if you're not a single player game, it looks like you're not going to be nominated. I think there's like a bias in journalism that if it's a multiplayer game, then it can't be as good, or they just trying to push single player games as like the peak of the medium in itself. And I love single player stories, and there was a big push, but I don't know. I mean, you got something like Helldivers 2 or Warhammer. I think Helldivers 2 particularly has this amazing moment, but because it doesn't have a campaign or you need friends to play it, it's not in the category. And I'm just like, yo, how do you? It's like it has all these concurrent players on Steam. It's what the majority of players are playing, spending their money. These single player games are not necessarily selling more. I wonder how the audience is going to feel year after year while the single player games are not selling as much, you know what I'm saying? And more people playing multiplayer. But then again, it's just who's watching the show, right? It's the hardcore gamers. And those hardcore gamers are probably playing single player games.
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation to be had too, right? Because from an industry standpoint, for the majority, multiplayer games is where they're trying to make their most money on, obviously all these live service games and whatnot. So we're talking about Game of the Year, and we're saying all single player games or single player games for most are going to be the ones for Game of the Year. To me, it sounds like we just need to have a separate category for best single player game. And then Game of the Year needs to evolve into incorporating multiplayer, and single player games or something to that effect. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of mixed messaging there and weirdness, because from an industry standpoint, they want to shoot for multiplayer, and I think there is an importance of single player games. When I got into me playing games just in general, it started off with single player games for me. So, so Metal Gear Solid, that's on PlayStation 1. That's my favorite game of all time, single player game. So I think it deserves a category, single handedly. As far as the Game of the Year, I think that should change. It shouldn't be all single player. I don't think that makes sense to me, because there's a whole generation. I think the majority of the Gen Z kids, you know what I mean? I don't think they're playing single player games, but they shouldn't be counted out, right? So whatever they're playing, it should be noted, right? So obviously the Fortnite stuff or whatever it is, Roblox, you know what I mean? So that should be in the conversation. I think there's some importance there to that degree. So interesting stuff there, Arthur. It seemed like you had a thought.
Yeah. Side note: how the fuck has Roblox not been nominated for best ongoing or community support?
Well, I mean, my point exactly, man. It's weird. The kids are playing Minecraft or Roblox all the time. I mean, I know this because I have a brother that was, he's 13 now, but when he was 8, 7, 9, 10, all his friends are playing Roblox. That's what they did. They got on the iPads, linked up on Roblox every evening, and that's what they would do. I don't know. I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say people are making games within Roblox. There's an Arma 3 realistic minus the the QB body, but there's like a realistic Armor 3 military sim recreation in Roblox. Like I've seen trailers on that shit where it's like, yeah, it's QB, but like everything else, like night vision, fucking warhogs, artillery, flashbangs, all there's like full games within games in Roblox.
I agree. I mean, I don't think Roblox is doing something so unique that it wins an award, right? It's a bunch of small games that's really it's like a cool community experience, right? It may be able to win that, but it's like, is that beating Final Fantasy 14 or even Fortnite? That's just has so much polish and care into it. It's just weird that maybe we just need more to select in the category. As fans, maybe they just need expanse, but there's just phenomenons that these little bubbles that are happening that are just really big, and I'm like, why don't I see that over here? Especially when it's like making that much money. So,
a game you bought, Church, Hogwarts Legacy, which was the best-selling game of 2023, was nominated for 0 categories in 2023. The best-selling game of the year was nominated for fucking nothing.
I mean, yes, I think there should have been love though. I mean, I think it showed 30 million, 77 and one. So, I'm just saying if that brings out to PlayStation would have beat that. But fanboy aside, I mean, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, there's so many controversy with that game, right? I mean, shit. I mean, to your point, Black Ops gets nominated. Call of Duty every year gets nominated, and it's because it's the biggest selling game of all time every year. It sells much. So when like something as cool as Hogwarts happens, I think there should be some love for it. People love that game.
Yeah, and I think too, like, we need the industry, like they need to focus on the developers, people designing the game, people that actually work on the game, and put that into mind as far as for choosing the game that they want to choose for nomination purposes, instead of just the person who designed the world but has nothing to fucking do with the game. And because of that, we're going to punish everyone that worked on the game and not nominate for anything because we're woke. Like fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. Like that game absolutely should have been nominated, and then even people of all walks of life, a lot of fucking people really love that fucking game. There's a reason why it sold as much as it did, so I'm tired of these, like, I mean, game journalists, like, I mean, like the cat's out the bag, like people already like have a way about them and all these, all these nuanced things. And, they think they're making the right decision when like out the outside looking in, it's like, no, like we see her fuck shit. Like that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So yeah, it does deserve more love, and we need to have more focus towards people making the games versus just these narratives and people, like just like things that have nothing to do with people that are designing it. I guess that's my point. Yeah, man. So I sent the file of the nominations of what everyone chose. We will talk about the who wins what if who wins later on. But yeah, any lasting thoughts before we close out from any of y'all?
One last thing for me, Drill. Between now and either next episode or between now and the Video Game Awards, I'm gonna give myself homework and see that if any Nintendo game was nominated for best music or best soundtrack, if they actually gave credit to the fucking artist this time and not just Nintendo music. Oh
yeah, the actual composer and whatnot. Yeah. No, that's noted. I mean, I think if anything, it's been like a Final Fantasy, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a long fucking time.
Yeah, but no, even just the nominees. Like I know they haven't won, but like even just the nominees. Even and then Church, I forget, like you weren't on the last time, but real quick, Nintendo has a pattern for like they'll get nominated for like best song of the year or best sound design or best score, but then like everyone else, like here's the composer, here's the person, and Nintendo like it's just like Nintendo Music Company or something.
Yeah,
that's strange.
Yeah, they don't credit people. It's just crazy. Like Fire Emblem, like those soundtracks are amazing, and like, yeah, it's like Nintendo. It's like, wait, what? Any lasting thoughts, Church?
No, I'm good on my end. It's been fun. Can't wait to see the results. When does the Game Awards happen? By the way, I forget.
If you want to do a little Google there for me, Arthur. Usually it's been like the 15th or something. Usually it's like either it's usually like the second week in December. Second rolling over to third.
Thursday, the Game of the Awards, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's this year's the 10th anniversary, by the way. Thursday, December 12th.
Oh, the 12th. Okay, got it.
Let's go.
All right, right on. All right, well, we'll close out here. Again, Gamers for Life podcast each and every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, discussing all things games and whatever else you roll. With me is Arthur and Choich. Thank you, guys. All righty, we will see you guys next time. Thanks.